It seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings.
Two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
Taken in the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Now on first down. Left side, Williams. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
He's got a man. It's Williams. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opener opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
First down, Lions.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Swift. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
On 2nd down, Swift.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
toss outright. Williams is going to have the first down and a little more. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Here's Swift. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. One more time with Swift. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Adams going to throw on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
The score, Lions 7, Vikings nothing.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. From the left side, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. He'll look to throw. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he will score. Touchdown. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signal for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now a carry for Swift. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Second and 11. Back to throw. Adams. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
These two teams all tied after one.
To 7.
The Lions on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 16. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it up. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And now it's 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And they've got it inside the
to 10 at the 8. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Bryce Love with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings have taken the lead. An extra point attempt here still to come. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score. Vikings 14, Lions 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded in the end zone. And no return from Cooper. Out it'll go to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, Adams. Caught left side by Cobb. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Adams steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those. On 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Adams. And the throw there going to be incomplete. From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it.
the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. But these last 2 drives, obviously they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Slings this. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Terry McLaurin, 81 yards. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
At their own 25-yard line.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw. Adams. Flush to his right. He finds an opening past the 40. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And finally taken down at the 15. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. From the gun, Adams. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Off the bootleg, Adams. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Adams. Eluding the pressure right. And Eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Daniil Hunter drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
Down and goal.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try.
A 30-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Dump off here complete. And we'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 to first.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Slings this deep from the corner. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
It's a good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
To throw on 1st and 10. Man open left side, it's Williams. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. This out quickly to Williams. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
Now Adams. A final shot before break. Got a man, it's late. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Vikings now to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Got his man completely in the middle. It's Andrews. And Andrews lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
By the Lions.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Could you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
2nd and 12 at the Vikings' 26-yard line.
Play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, Adams. They'll find Williams on the slant. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll try and run here with Swift. He will push his way down to about the 14. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down.
They'll try it now with Swift. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The line turned away on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back.
On downs.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
That's for the right sideline here is complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. That one a first down pickup of 8. That's out to the left, flat and complete. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's Adams throwing on first down. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
2nd and 2. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. They'll run with Love. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. This is Love. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Room here to run. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. taken about 7 yards deep. And no return from Cooper. Out it'll go to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
First down, Lions.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Adams. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First down, Detroit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun. Adams forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the gun, Adams. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Adams being chased out left. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable fourth quarter lead. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. Operating from the gun. Adams. That's complete right around the 8. And the Lions are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And thanks to the interception, the Lions offense cashes in with 6. He has been an integral part of the offense all season, and now in the playoffs he's carrying it over. Had the touchdown last week in the wild card game. Now his 2nd TD of the playoffs.
Showing some consistency, and that's something that we have to keep in mind about the playoffs, because we often think you have to be spectacular in order to win. I think consistent is what you're looking for. That can get you to the finish line.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17.
Matt Gay set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Quick slant as the throw's complete. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Vikings. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. Not much there, only a yard.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Slings this deep from McLaurin, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
From the gun, Adams. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And the Lions first down.
Adams now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Adams going to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. Caught left side, Williams. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. It's a big play there for the Lions. 46 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Off play action. Adams. Flush to his right. This is Cobb with a catch right side. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Adams to throw. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
At their own 14-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. They'll run again with Love on 1st down. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Four yards remain for 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Inside the 5 at the 4. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 62 yards on the ground. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Bryce Love saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Lions 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And no return from Cooper. Out it'll go to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 49. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
A big play that time on the catch and run. 30 yards. On the carry, it's Love. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Here's Love. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Vikings 42. Lions 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
15-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call